Hey, have you been looking for a good phone holder and a mount for your Jeep or truck, but you're not sure of the quality and the functionality of what is out there? In this video, I'm going to show you a phone holder and a mount that is literally the last phone holder you'll ever need if you have a Jeep or a truck. This is going to be a tough one for you to pass up, and that video is going to start right now. Hey everybody, my name is Sean Seymour and I do videos about technology and photography. Sometimes it's cool things, sometimes it's frustrating things. Hopefully for you it's something new, and if it is, please hit that like and subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner for more of my content. I appreciate it and it really helps my channel grow. Along the way, I also do reviews of products that I trust and use. I'm very hard on gear and absolutely unforgiving when it comes to poorly engineered and cheaply designed products. Sooner or later, I always either break them or I figure out how to design them better. Of course, this is just my opinion, but getting the stamp of approval from Sean Seymour is tough. Let's jump into this video and check it out. This phone holder is made by Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions. They are headquartered in Ohio, and just so you know, they're not supporting this video. I bought all of this stuff, the phone holder, the mount, with my own money. Maybe someday I'll be sponsored, but today, no, what is the line? But this is not that day. Any of you watch Lord of the Rings, you'll know what I mean. My criteria for this phone holder and mount is pretty simple. It needs to be rock solid and stable. It can't be moving around, falling down, loosening up, or making any of that ding, 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 ding noise going down the road. That drives me freaking crazy. It needs to look good because it's going in my truck, and really, I would like it to seem like it was part of the original design. It needs to be convenient. By convenient, I mean wherever I decide to mount it, it needs to be easy to see around, easy to connect to the truck, and easy to use. And finally, it needs to stay cool. I live in Southern California where you never have to worry about whether or not the interior of your truck is going to be blasting hot when you jump in there. So it's got to be cool. I've tried several other phone holders and mounts, and each one has a fatal flaw. For example, the magnetic versions that are on the market, well, guess what? Wireless charging for my phone won't work with either a magnet or a metal plate attached to the back. Kind of a bummer because I really like using the wireless charging. For me, that seems to eliminate about 75% of the well-built phone mounts out there. Others like to use plastic components, and for me, that is a no-go. Who am I recommending this for? Right now, until Bulletpoint releases more designs, I'm recommending this to anybody that owns a Jeep or a truck. They do have a couple of mounting options or mounting adapters that may allow others to use this system. One is called a T-Tab. It's kind of a cool name. For Magic Mount, Bracketron, Piri Power, and XM satellite radio. They also have a mount that will mount on a vector bar, but personally, I haven't tested any of these, so you're on your own. However, if you own a Jeep, a Ram, a Ford, Toyota, Chevy, or GMC, they have a customized mount for you in your vehicle, which is literally designed specifically for you. You can find many of these mounts on Amazon, or you can go to the Bulletpoint website and take a look there. There's a lot of extra accessories that are not on Amazon. Before I cover the features and benefits, if at any point during this video you want to take a look at the products I'm reviewing or the gear that I used in my studio, check out those links in the description below. I appreciate it. Alright, let's jump into the features and benefits. First thing that grabs your attention is this is made from aluminum and carbon fiber. It really doesn't get any beefier than that. It's bomb-proof. As near as I can tell, there are no plastic parts. That's important because many of the other phone holders I tested and throughout the years have used all had plastic parts. And I simply refuse to accept plastic parts anymore for applications like this. Don't know why you would put a $1,000 phone in a $25 holder made of plastic. Doesn't make sense. Plastic, instant fail. Okay, next and maybe the most important part of the phone holder is the phone clamp. The phone clamp is what holds your phone in place while you're bouncing down the road. The Bulletpoint phone clamp is easy to use, and once mounted, I can load and unload my phone with one hand, no problem. It's very convenient, and what's super cool is the phone clamp accommodates my case. Not all phone clamps out there accommodate a case, so I don't even have to remove my case in order to use the phone clamp. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I've been cautious about spring-loaded phone clamps too. If you've seen my other videos about phone clamps used on tripods, maybe I'll put the link up here. You know, phone clamps with spring-loaded versus phone clamps with a tightening knurl knob that you actually tighten down. I've been cautious about that, but this clamp is designed well and has strong enough springs to hold your phone snug without slipping. Unlike other spring-loaded clamps that have plastic parts inside, this one is made of metal. When you look closely, you can see that there are 2 machine screws on the side. If these screws were tied into plastic components, these screws would most likely be sheet metal type screws. These round holes are actually the end of a channel for the spring-loaded slides, and they slide back and forth. Although I didn't take this apart, those machine screws strongly indicate that we are not dealing with plastic components inside. That's an A+ for me. Okay, let's talk about the phone clamp fingers. I like that the phone clamp fingers are angled in so that you don't have to worry about your phone slipping out the front. It literally fits nice and snug inside that cavity that's created by the angle of the phone clamp fingers. There's roughly a 1/2 inch to the end of the pads, and there's a total of 5/8 of an inch to the end of the phone clamp fingers. If you're using a beefy case, you could probably remove the pads and take advantage of the padding of your case and thereby get the full 5/8 inch length of the clamp fingers. For most of us using a standard case, there's plenty of room in the clamp to leave your case on, and there's no worries. Last comment about the phone clamp, it utilizes a 20mm machined ball to attach to the mount. This is a 20mm ball, not a 1-inch ball. I know there are several companies out there, mostly the American-made trucks, that use a 1-inch ball, and Bulletpoint does have adapters for that 1-inch ball, but just know that the 1-inch ball is a 25mm ball, I believe. This is a 20mm ball. 20 tongue twister. This is a 20mm ball, and it does not work. So you're going to have to use an adapter. They're not the same size. The phone holder clamps down on devices up to 3.4 inches or 8.6 centimeters and a 1/2 inch thick, maybe a little bit more, and that's 1.27 centimeters, and that's the phone clamp. We are going to talk about mounting bases in just a minute, but let's first cover the other holder options available for this system. You may want to attach more stuff, right? I know I do. Some people have passengers, so you may want a phone holder on each side of your truck for your passenger. You can also mount things like a GoPro or other cameras, maybe your freeway camera, you know, those people that drive around and record everything going on in front of them on the freeway. If you're on a boat or maybe ATV, maybe you want to mount a GPS. They make a mount for handheld job site radios. There's a mic holder for CBs, a magnetic holder, an iPad holder, you name it. Anything you want that you want to be hands-free while you're driving, you can probably make it work with this system. Take a look at everything they offer and let your imagination run wild. Let's talk mounting bases. Just like everything else, the mount base or mounting base is beefy and made of metal. Bulletpoint has mounts that are custom designed for Jeep, Ram, Ford, Toyota, Chevy, and GMC. They also have some universal mounts that allow you to retrofit this system in a lot of different ways. So don't count this system out if you don't see your vehicle listed. I'm also thinking this would work well for things like boats, motorcycles, bikes, ATVs, golf carts. I even use this system on my e-bike, so I'm busting down the road with a holder on my e-bike for my phone. There's just a ton of options. When you buy a base, you get a choice of how many 20mm balls you want with that base. Some bases are custom designed for your vehicle and are restricted to the number of balls you can use with that particular base, but there are other bases that provide ultimate flexibility and allow you to customize and fit as many balls as you like. The 20mm balls are all firmly attached with machine screws through the base and into the ball, so they are rock solid. They're not going anywhere. The way you secure the ball on the base to the ball on the holder is with a carbon fiber mounting arm. The carbon fiber arm seems simple, but there's also some beefy design work going on here too. Namely, the toughness of carbon fiber along with the beefiness of a 20mm metal socket or clamp at each end of the carbon fiber arm. The socket uses a steel hex head machine bolt, right? The same stuff that they build skyscrapers out of, not this size of course, but it uses a hex head machine bolt and integrated thumb screw. So you can really crank down on this thing. They even provide a small wrench that allows you to really horse down on the thumb screw so that nothing's gonna move. The carbon fiber arm comes in various lengths from 20 centimeters or 7.9 inches down to 1 centimeter or 0.4 inches, a half an inch, right? They also have a lot of colors. So if you're not wanting to just be stuck with gray, you can customize your setup any way that you want with some fancy little colors. The company has a bunch of connectors and adapters, replacement parts, and even merchandise if you really want to dive deep into what's available on their website. All in all, I think this is a well thought out product with a beefy and rugged build. The customizable design allows for easy expansion, and they have enough adapters that if you already have a different product, you can adapt this very easily. With metal construction and the use of machine screws and bolts, I don't foresee any component of this system failing. Usually when there's a failure, it's because something is made from cheap plastic. Is there a deal killer? For me personally, no. But that's because I believe in buying quality the first time and saving myself regret later. For some, the base price of $85 may be too much. However, if I look at the hundreds that I've spent over the years on different mounts and holders, because I know this system will transfer to my next vehicle, the $85 is well worth it. I personally opted for the $99 version with the double ball and one phone holder because I know that I'm going to have other stuff that I want to put on that secondary ball. Frankly, unlike the past where I've had to replace broken mounts and holders, I don't expect to spend any money replacing this system. If anything, I'll be adding to it with the other accessories that they offer. I already have this in my truck and on my e-bike. Now I just need to buy a boat. Hey, well, I hope you found this video helpful. Please hit that like button down below and subscribe to my channel for more of this kind of content. And until I see you in the next video, you know what to do, my friend. Keep it simple. Up to 3.4 inches or start that over. On devices up to 3.4 inches or nope, that's not it. God, why can't I do this? It's not 6, it's 8.6 centimeters. So let's try that again. This is white. White. The phone holder clamps down on devices up to 3.4 inches or 8.6 centimeters. I don't know if chicks dig it, but we'll see.
Oh my God.